I looked after a neighbour's pet for 5 days before I realised it was dead.
David Mitchell and team, what do you think?
OK, what was the species of pet?
His name was Charlie. So initially I thought he was going to be a spaniel at the very least. And then it turned out that he was a stick insect.
Right. Stick insects, I mean, I'm not an expert, David, don't require a huge amount of high maintenance upkeep. What was your role meant to be?
Step 1, greenhouse, eucalyptus into the cage.
Eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus.
Wasn't a koala bear.
Step 2, water squishy gun. Squish, squish, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you drowned it?
And because I felt that he might be a bit unhappy, I would take him out into the garden for this. And when the wind blew, he had little aerials, and they, you know what I mean, just like a stick insect. So I thought he was alive.
Oh, so the wind gave you the impression that it was moving?
I'm alive. I'm dead. Alive. That's how you'd know.
What's the spraying for?
To simulate the monsoon environment that...
They come from a part of the world where there's a regular daily 25-second monsoon.
Yeah.
I think if I'd taken him out, then obviously I would have seen that...
Out of what?
The cage.
Right.
Cage.
When we say cage...
He was in a tight met. You're supposed to be on my team.
I know that's what they're thinking. So I'm trying to help them on by going, what, you mean that thing that little sticks could get through a cage?
Good question. It was a very tight mesh.
Let's call it a glass cage or a tank.
No, because... No, they couldn't breathe then.
No, you don't have a lid on it. You have a... Oh, actually, no, good point. I was going to say you have a
will
mesh.
you stop designing hutches for stick insects?
So how did you eventually know that he was dead?
I was putting in the eucalyptus and removing yesterday's eucalyptus, and he was...
Who had been eating yesterday's eucalyptus?
No, it was... I just take it out, and he was like this, OK? And then when I took it out, it brushed past him, and he just reacted like this. And you know...
That's a fair description.
So what are you thinking, David? Is that truthful, or has he made it all up?
I don't think it's true, because I think stick insects sort of live in gangs and aren't as he describes them.
Gangs?
What's the collective noun for lots of stick insects?
Trees.
Do you two think it's true? Because I'm very happy to defer.
It has the ring of truth to it.
I would go for... I'll say false.
Susan says lie. Richard?
I say true.
You say true. David?
Well, I think it's a lie, so...
You think it's a lie? You're saying it's a lie. OK,
fair.
fair enough. David, they think you're telling a lie. Were you telling a lie, or were you telling the truth?
This is a 100% trustworthy face, and it was telling the absolute truth.
Sorry.
I looked after a neighbour's pet for 5 days before I realised it was dead.
David Mitchell and team, what do you think?
OK, what was the species of pet?
His name was Charlie. So initially I thought he was going to be a spaniel at the